Good morning, everyone. Thank you for coming back. And it's early morning, so I thought that photograph in, I believe it was Glacier, could be Yellowstone, would be appropriate for this setting. And I just want to take a minute to share. I have a whole new respect for all you longtime YouTubers out there. That this is not easy, and it is a lot of work, as many of you know, and some of you may not know. This video is going to catch us up to the thunderstorm video, as I deleted all the others. So bear with me as I work all this out at the same time to bring you a message. We're to the point that Job has lost all that he had, but yet he only falls down and worships the Lord. So now, if you have your Bibles, and I hope you do, turn to Job 2, and we're going to look at the next conversation between God and Job. Starting in verse 3. And the Lord said unto Satan, Hast thou considered my servant Job? There's none like him in earth, a perfect and upright man. One that feareth God, escheweth evil, and still holds fast to his integrity. Although thou movest me against him, to destroy him without cause. And Satan answered the Lord and said, Skin for skin, yea? All that a man hath he will give for his life. But put forth thine hand now, and touch his bone and his flesh, and he will curse thee to thy face. And the Lord said unto Satan, Behold, he is in thy hand, but save his life. We have the same enemy as Job does, and he does take things before the Lord the same way as he did with Job. So now we see that Satan is allowed to now touch his skin and his bone, but he cannot kill him. As I said, we've all had to face some kind of trials like Job. Hopefully not all of them. James 1:12 tells us, Blessed is the man that endureth temptation, for when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life. Underline and remember, when he is tried. There are many more, but do you ever think about all that Jesus faced for us in Luke 4 and tells us to include in our prayers, lead us not into temptation and deliver us from the evil one? We have to just ask for that every single day. When I first started this study, my goal was to take it outside, and that's still one of my goals. But until I have the right audience to do that, I will use the outdoor theme as I'm doing today. So, most of us know all Job suffered, page after page, chapter after chapter. And his friends listened at first, and then they had no answers. There was a lack of answers. They gave bad advice from his wife. Even in Job 2:9, to curse God and die, exactly what Satan wants. Satan always uses who and what he can to cause us to get mad at God or turn away. That's it. That's what he does. So Job has got to the point that he's saying, all I did was right. And yet this has happened to me. And so he begins to hold fast to his righteousness. And in Job 13, verse 3, he wants to speak to the Almighty, and he would like to reason with God. Wow. What we're going to do in the next few videos is we're going to spend time with the only young man that had answers. He could not speak because he was the youngest of the people there. And he reminds us from chapter 32 to 37 who God is and who we are in comparison, and we do not reason with God. Thank you for tuning in. And until next time, may we always learn something new every time we open His Word.